Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. I welcome you all to the meeting number 870 of Chennai Toastmasters Club, and I declare meeting number 870 open. I would like to recognize the presence of our District 120 Parliamentarian Distinguished Toastmaster Veena John ma'am. Today we have an exciting session filled with the end of the session. So we have quite interesting sessions aligned with us. So we will release that interesting sessions a little later, and it's time to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Geeta Sharaf, who is going to be the MC for today's meeting.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. A very good afternoon. So the theme for today's meeting is the illusion, the iceberg illusion. So have you heard about it? What exactly is the iceberg illusion? Has somebody heard about it? Okay, to be more precise, it is the iceberg illusion on success. Now, what prompted me to choose this topic? So it was just that last week we all had contests. So a few of us succeeded and a few of us are yet to work towards the success. So I just thought, I came across this concept, the illusion of success, and I thought I'll talk about the illusion of success today. So friends, so what happens when we see somebody becoming successful? The first thing that we notice is the medal, the momentous glory, all that he's achieving. But have we thought about what has got him into achieving all of this? So the illusion of success is the concept or an idea that supports the idea that whatever a person achieves in life is just, we see only the surface of the success, and there is a lot more beneath the success. This concept is taken from the idea or the icebergs. For instance, if you see the icebergs, you can only see the tip of the iceberg, but it's just not it. A big portion of the chunk of the iceberg is covered beneath the water. Similarly, when a person achieves success, we just see that he's achieved his success and he's getting his medals or trophies, and it is a momentous glory for him. But what we fail to recognize is that the amount of hard work that has gone into him coming to this level, the dedication, his perseverance, and all of that which has resulted in him becoming a successful person. Now, what happens is, today in this media, we are in a point where we are loaded with a lot of information because of the internet, and we are in a social media age where it makes us feel that, success is easily attainable. So I want to draw your attention here to try to understand that it is not that. It is not so. Success is not really easily attainable. So when you see the success of a person, let's go behind and look at what has taken him to reach to this level of success. So definitely he has paid a lot of efforts, his dedication, his perseverance. In the process, he also must have suffered a lot of difficulties, lot of setbacks, and a lot of commitment also is required for him to achieve at this stage. So now it's a point of a question that why are we learning about this? See, it is important because once we understand that behind every successful person's story, there is a lot happening underneath, we will also ensure that we put in all the efforts that we need to take, which is important for us to become a successful person in life. Now, we'll learn more about it in our upcoming, during the session. Before this, I would like to introduce the general evaluator. Toastmaster Manisha.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, Toastmaster Manisha. So, Toastmaster Manisha is the general evaluator for today's meeting. And friends, here I would like to tell you all that if at all our meeting is going successful, it is definitely because a lot of planning is happening behind the scenes. to ensure that you have a smooth flow of meeting. So now, Toastmaster Manisha, I hand over the control to you so that you can carry forward and introduce your team.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Uh, as your general evaluator today, my dear friends, I will just give you a brief introduction of my role as a general evaluator. Before that, I just need to confirm, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, Toastmaster Manisha.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. As a general evaluator, it is my duty to overlook the meeting, whether it started on time, how did it go, evaluate the whole process, and come back with my report at the end of the meeting. Now, this is not an easy process. The task is Herculean. So, for this, I have two sets of people who would be helping me do this effectively. One set, we call them as a tag team, and the other set is the set of evaluators. I will come to the evaluators later, but for now, the tag team is a team that will keep a track of the time, your hours, and your umps that add unnecessary pauses to your speech, and the grammarian. So, without any delay, I would like to invite the timer for today, Toastmaster Naveen. Toastmaster Naveen has been quite a naughty student. I would like to give away one little thing that he had done as a student in the college. When he was in his college, he was very busy doing some symposium work in the hall, and his HOD called him for some doubts, some questions, and he said, "Ma'am, I am not in the college, I'm outside taking some Xerox." Imagine the shock that Naveen got when the HOD, while talking over the phone, walked into the same auditorium that Naveen was in. Naveen, please come up with your thoughts and help our audience understand your role as a timer, because your timing is perfect everywhere. Over to you, Naveen.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Manisha ma'am, for the warm introduction. As a timer, my role is to remind all speakers how much time they consume on their speech. For example, if the prepared speech is 5 to 7 minutes, then I will show the green card at 5th minute, yellow card at 6th minute, and red card at 7th minute until the speaker completes his or her speech. For the table topics, I will show the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. And for the evaluations, I will show the green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. So while called upon by the general evaluator at the later part of the meeting, I will submit my timer report. And now I am entering the stage to general evaluator Toastmaster Manisha.
Thank you so much, Naveen, for that wonderful introduction. After Naveen comes our counter. Initially, this role was to be done by Toastmaster Bilal, but he's held up because of some other problem that has come up. He's not making an excuse, trust me. Instead of Bilal, we have Toastmaster Rohit, who has pitched in to help us with the role of our counter. I request Toastmaster Rohit to please come forward and help us all understand his duty as our counter.
So much, Toastmaster Manisha. So the purpose of the R counter is to note any overused words or filler sounds used as a crutch by anyone who speaks during the meeting. Words may be inappropriate interjections such as well, but, so, and you know. Sounds may be During the evaluation portion of the meeting, I will report observations and called upon. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rohit, for that introduction. After Rohit, we have another naughty little grammarian who is going to be a part of our tag team today. I call her naughty is because of the very reason that when she was caught being late at a meeting, she made an excuse to her school teacher saying that she had a flat tire. Imagine a student telling that I had a flat tire, so I was delayed. Toastmaster Madhu, could you please help everybody understand your role as a grammarian?
Thanks, Manisha, for the wonderful interaction. Good evening, everyone. So I'm the grammarian of the day. So as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers and listening carefully to their language usage. I'll note that any of the misuses of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, say like any kind of a quotes sayings, or thoughts, or any of the good usage of the vocabulary. And as a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So, for today's meeting, the word of the day is mirage. I'm repeating again. Word of the day is mirage. M-I-R-A-G-E. Meaning an image that you think you see but doesn't exist. An image that you think you see but doesn't exist. Word of the day, mirage. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All the best for today. Over to you, Manisha, the general evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madhu. With this, I would like to hand over this control back to our Toastmaster of the day. I will come back to you with my reports and my second team, which is equally important to make this meeting a great success. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manisha. So friends, let me tell you how the meeting is going to be. The course of the meeting, we have 3 sections. The first section is going to be the prepared speech section, where our speakers who have prepared based on their objectives will come up here and deliver their speeches. The second section is going to be the table topic session, and the third one is the evaluation session. So the evaluation session is where our prepared speakers will get instant feedback as to how they have performed in their speeches and what they can do to take their speeches to the next level. So before we move into the meeting part, I invite Toastmaster Rohit, who is the quote master for today's evening as well, to welcome us with a quote. And let me tell you a few words about him. Toastmaster Rohit is a software developer, and his hobbies are reading books and painting. Over to you, Toastmaster Rohit.
Thank you so much, Geeta ma'am. Good evening and a warm welcome to each one of you, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. We all have dreams. So there is no dearth of dreams and wishes in the world. All right? So everyone dreams of becoming someone or doing something in the future. Our dreams have no boundaries. Our dreams rarely make sense. Our dreams are mostly illogical. Some of us dream of buying a luxury car. Some of us dream of buying a palatial house. Some of us dream of amassing wealth legally. Some of us dream of becoming a better version of ourselves. So we keep telling ourselves, one day I'll buy a luxury car. One day I'll buy a palatial house. One day I'll become a billionaire. So what is one day all about? What does one day do? What can happen in one day? So what difference is one day going to make? This is just wishful thinking. So, a perfect example is what happens when we start something out of the blue. So, it's like taking a shot in the dark. It lacks planning. It lacks a time frame. It lacks, so the most important thing is it lacks clarity. And this is exactly where most of us fail. We convince ourselves that there is absolutely no way in the world this is going to happen, or we simply procrastinate. Either way, we simply confine ourselves to the same comfort zone and we live a hopeless life. All right? We live a hopeless life and we spend the rest of our lives remaining as dreamers, and we look up to the winners and we think, wish we could be one, and yet do nothing about it. So what do winners do? Some of them make it, some of them become winners. What do winners do? What exactly do winners do? The winners are nothing but dreamers that converted their dreams into reality. So that's what winners are all about. Winners have the right attitude towards their goals. Winners put in immense effort towards their goals, and that's how they accomplish everything. So winners do whatever it takes to convert their goals into reality. And we at Toastmasters do exactly that. We at Toastmasters want to become great speakers, eminent speakers, great leaders, and also want to master the art of impromptu speaking. And the effort that we put in is what sets us apart from those who keep dreaming. With that, on that note, I wish everyone all the very best. And let us assure that we transform our attitude from one day to day one of moving towards your dreams. And this is what the quote is all about. One day or day one. It's your call. It's for you to decide. Thank you so much. Over to you, ma'am.
Master Rohit for enlightening us the beautiful quote. Like as I said, friends, it reminds me of the last week's contest. A few of us emerged as winners. A few of us have yet to reach our goals. But then if we are to think that it came easy to them, to the winners, or if we are to think that it was a mere sheer burst of talent, or if we were to think that it was mere luck, then we are definitely wrong. It is just a mirage that we are carrying in our minds. So, dear fellow Toastmasters, in order to achieve something, we will have to put in all the efforts that are necessary for us to take us forward in our lives. So, let me connect this with our this part of the meeting, wherein the speakers, you have every opportunity to put in all the hard work to come to the meetings regularly and come here, stand over here and deliver your speeches, practice. Over time, you will definitely become an accomplished speaker. So as we begin our prepared speech session, let me invite our first speaker of the meeting is Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati. I'm so sorry. We also have an idiom master who is going to confuse you all with his literal. So don't go in for the literal meaning. Just try to understand what exactly he's trying to convey to you all. With these words, I invite our idiom master Toastmaster Karthik, who is working as an assistant manager in Nissan. Over to you, Toastmaster Karthik.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So, it is good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my guests. So, today I am going to be an idiom master. What is idiom master? So, I am going to tell about what is idiom. Then, I am just going to explain what I am a master. First, what is idiom? To be more precise or to be more clearly, a meaning having another meaning. A meaning having another meaning. So, let me open it up with a small story. Most of the everyone is just familiar with this quote. A ball is in your court. What does it mean? Are we a tennis player? Since some of them are corporate employees, so they may know this word. But some of them are be a businessman. Some of them are students. Some of them are housemakers. What does it mean? The ball is in your court. First, I will start from the corporate, since I'm working in the corporate. The ball is in your court. So whenever there is any work is in progress between internal in a team, I have completed my work. I have just given it to you. No, my portion is completed. Now the ball is in your court. You have to do the same thing. This is the meaning. You are a businessman. You are going to do something for your customers. So you have prepared something, and you are going to deliver it something. Now you have delivered something to your customers, which is success. Yes, your business will grow. Sometimes which is not successful. So you have to understand the ball is still in your court. You're not able to cover your audience. So you have to do something more. Maybe for the students, the professor or lecturer completed that portion and he has given everything to the students. Now the ball is in your court. You have to do your exams. You have to score marks. You have to secure your skills, and you have to just come out from that. So this is the meaning of the ball is in your court. It's a very simple meaning. So I hope everyone has understand what is the meaning of idiom master. So with the small, we have a lot of examples like this. So now I'm just signing off from here and hand over session to Toastmaster Geeta.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Karthik. The ball is definitely in your court today. So it was a wonderful idiom and you explained it really very well. So I think now we should be moving on to our prepared speech session. I'm sure all of you are eagerly waiting for to listen to the prepared speeches. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Nagendra Bharti. Before I invite him, let me invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Nanda, to brief us about his speech objectives.
Toastmaster Nagendra Bharti will be doing his level 3 project 1 called Engaging the Audience with Humor. The purpose of the project is for the speaker to determine his style of humor and apply it for a speech that centers around the central message. All the best, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharti. Over to you.
Okay, Toastmaster Nanda. So, friends, before I invite Toastmaster Nagendra Bharti, just a few words about him. He's a veteran Toastmaster of our Chennai Toastmasters Club, and he's also a poet and a writer. And he's giving his level 3, as his evaluator had mentioned to all of us, he's giving his level 3 humorous project number 1. He's giving a speech on the humorous speech. So over to you, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharti. The other side of forgetting. The other side of forgetting, Toastmaster Bharti. Nagendra Bharti.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Sorry, Toastmaster of the day. This is the problem with me. People say that I am a forgetful nature, but they don't appreciate the other side of my forgetfulness. It is an iceberg illusion. It is like a mirage. You have to see the reality behind it. For example, take this case of addressing T.M. Moody as General Evaluator now. Was it my fault? I have seen the General Evaluator introducing his tag team, but he left the introduction of his other team, my evaluator, to this T.M. Moody. Why? In that case, I was a little bit confused and mistook this person as a General Evaluator and addressed him like that. Who is the cause of this confusion? I leave it to you. Don't accuse me that I am a forgetful nature. The confusion is created because of this. The other side of my forgetfulness. You have to see the reality behind it. In the same way, I am accused on several occasions by my friends and relatives. Among the relatives, the wife, who is supposed to be of more supportive to me, she herself accuses me. Where can I go to complain this other than to this Toastmasters forum, which is mutually supportive? Please listen carefully. I request those members, the in-person attendees who are thinking about vada or puri, which is going to be served after this meeting, and the online attendees who are muting the video and already sipping coffee or tea at home, I'm not sure, whatever it may be, please forget that and leave that. Yes, forget and listen to me, please. Yesterday, I mistakenly took this car key instead of scooter key and tried that in my scooter for some 5 minutes. And then my wife noticed that and then shouted at me. As a kind wife, what is she supposed to say? Dear, you have mistakenly taken the car key. Go and get the scooter key, right? That is the way a wife was supposed to say to the dear husband. It was a mistake, not forgetfulness. But what did she say? This is the problem always with you. You took car key for scooter, scooter key for car, almirah key for door, door key for almirah. This is a key problem with you, the forgetfulness. Horrible. Was it the time for argument? No, we have to hurriedly go to a reception, which is at 6:30 p.m. Now the time is already 6 p.m. It will take minimum 1 hour to reach the reception hall. Is it the time to irritate the husband? I was not definitely expecting her to blame the key manufacturers that they made the keys alike and confused me. But that was the valid expectation from me, as you all will agree. Had she done that, I would have been happy. As that is what I was thinking and cursing those key manufacturers at that time. And that is a very, very valid point. But instead of that, she blamed me. What the heck of it? No, please don't mistake me. I use the word heck. H-E-C-K. Don't think that I forgottenly used the other word, which is not appropriate for Toastmasters forum. I am very, very careful. I am not a forgetful guy. You know that I understand. If I am that much careful, how could I be forgetful in taking the car key instead of scooter key? They both are look-alike. What can I do? The manufacturers have to differentiate the size and structure of the key in a way that one look like a car and another look like a scooter, right? It is their fault. I know in this mutually supportive environment of our Toastmasters forum, you will agree with me and even applaud as usual for a sincere Toastmaster. Thank you. Let me quote some other incident as well. This is with reference to the very remote controls for TV, set-top boxes, Amazon Fire TV, CD player, etc. fixed in the hall for the entertainment of our children and our spouse. Of course, not for our use, as these items are used by them from morning till night without leaving a second for us. In that case, how can we differentiate between those different remote controls? It was natural for me one day that when I got a few seconds to capture these controls to watch BBC News, I used one of the remote controls to go to this BBC channel, but I could not go. As usual, I have to ask for help from my wife. It is natural, right? What was she supposed to do? She should identify and get me a suitable remote control to do that exercise of going to that channel, right? But instead, what did she do? She shouted at me. Whenever she gets these type of opportunities, she grabs that opportunity and shouts at me so that the neighbors would also hear and know about my forgetful nature. She shouted, "You are always a forgetful nature. Don't you know that this is for CD drive, not for TV?" How could I know? I got only few seconds of opportunity in a week to watch my favorite program. Will those seconds enough for me to differentiate among these number of remote controls? It's going beyond my control. Nobody in my house agrees with me and accept me as a person of good memory. I will quote few incidents which will prove that I am not a forgetful nature. Counting from 1 to 10. When did we learn this? In our childhood days, right? Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I still remember this. And this one, another one. I remember for more than 60 plus years. 60 years is too long a time to remember and not forget, right? Yes, that is my name, Nagendra Bharati, which is still remembered by me even after the 60 plus years of age. Am I a person of forgetful nature? Toastmasters, please tell me Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati. You definitely are not a forgetful person. I'm glad that you remember the numbers. I do remember also. Thank you so much. Yes, friends, it's time for us to listen to our second speaker. Now, time for us to listen to our second speaker. He is none other than Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, our immediate past president. He's an electrical engineer by qualification and a software engineer by profession. So before I invite Toastmaster Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, let me invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Palani Sami, to brief on his speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah. Thank you. Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana is doing his level 5 final project. The purpose of the project for the member is to reflect on his growth during the completion of the entire path. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of his growth during the completion of the path. Thank you and all the best, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana.
Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana, the new beginnings. The new beginnings, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi. Give me a minute, let me get the laptop ready. Good evening, Toastmasters. Yes, timer, you can start the time. That's it. There is a famous quote, a well begun is often. What it means, anything we begin, if you plan very well, if you start it properly, then we think of the job is done. So we know we are going progressing as per the plan. So that's why we see many people, they start with the proper with celebrations, kick-off meetings with lamp lighting, all those things. But for me, the Toastmaster journey started in the year 2014. I don't know about my beginning, it ended up abruptly for 2 years because I was not consistent. I couldn't attend all the meetings. So I ended up quitting Toastmasters. So I thought my Toastmasters journey is done. But again, the lockdown came as a boon to me where I restarted my journey because I started running online meetings. So that's why I mentioned it's a new beginning. So from that time, I realized that anything we start, each day could be a new beginning for us. So this Toastmaster journey again in 2020 was a new beginning to me. As I started attending meetings that time, I had a mentor whom I know already. Let me introduce him first. Let me talk about what project I'm going to do now. So today I'm going to talk about my particular path, reflect on your path. It is a presentation mastery. As you all know, there are 11 different paths in a pathways. You can choose whatever you want. So I chose one path, presentation mastery. So I'm going to go back to my memories, how I reached this level, completion, level 5. That's what this whole project is all about. To give a short introduction, it all started from a mentor who was a DTM Velu Neelakandan. The first thing he told me is that I went and asked him, can you be a mentor? The first thing he told me is that, but I have certain rules. If you're okay to my rules, then you can be my mentee. So the first thing, the very, very strict rule is that I need to deliver a speech once in a month. If you calculated, I should have completed a year before, but I didn't. I was not that obedient mentee as such. So I completed very recently. I have excuses for it as well. So let's move on from that point. So I wanted to share my experience, how I completed my pathways. With it could be a more of a session on what are the various levels. So let me introduce to you the pathways. So typically any pathways, as any pathway, we all know there are 11 different pathways. I chose some presentation mostly. It all has the same set of levels. The level 1 is mastering fundamentals, where you come out of your shell, where you come out of your nervousness. You understand the fundamentals of public speaking, be it starting from icebreaker speech and effective communications through body language, vocal variety, and all those things. And also it includes your evaluation skills as well. Then comes the gradual learning of it. You'll understand your style, be it the communication style, leadership styles. You learn through different projects. And then comes little bit more, you will explore more on your knowledge. So you give more speech projects, and then it builds up, and finally it comes to the session where you demonstrate your expertise. So I'm going to tell you how I started my level 1, because it's going to be a useful session for most of you, and how this particular project was done. As you all know, the first project in this icebreaker speech, you all know that's the only speech where it's 4 to 6 minutes. Because the rest of all speech will be 5 to 7, exception to this speech is 10 to 12 minutes. So that's the first speech I had to try, where I had to come in front of the audience. Though I had experience in the past, so it was a nervous moment for me, but I was doing it through online. I very well remember the first day where Geeta ma'am was reviewing my icebreaker speech. I gave wonderful feedback to me. So that was my first session where I had got little confidence on coming and speaking in front of the audience. And then came the researching and presenting project, where I need to research a topic. So I researched a topic on helmet, the usage of helmet, which I recently gave the speech in my student meeting as well. So this particular session helped me to understand what the researching concept is. Whenever I come and deliver a speech, there should be proper evidence, a credibility in the speech I give. So this particular research topic will help me. Like I go on to review through a lot of topics, I get a note of it, but I have to compress my speech for 5 to 7 minutes. That's the best part I learned through Toastmasters. And then the evaluation feedback. For some of you might wonder, this is a little bit change for level 1, but it's okay. Where evaluation is the key part of our Toastmasters speech. That's where we should learn how to evaluate another speech. without accusing them, without finding fault in them. Evaluating with proper feedback, encouraging feedback is more important. That's where it started from the level 1. Then came the style. So this is what the next important aspect is understanding your. I just spoke quickly on understanding your communication style, body language, and Toastmasters mentoring. So the two things I really wanted to mention here is the understanding your communication style and Toastmaster mentoring. Because generally, what the lessons I learned from this, which I'm going to cover later, is that whenever you deliver a speech, okay, it's very important to read through the objectives in the podcast. Okay, I got this feedback from a mentor because when it comes to communication style, I go browse through the Google. Google gives n number of communication styles. There are different styles. Even there is a big book on business communication as well. But we need to read through the objective, understand what Toastmaster is covering up with. What are the 4 types of communications? Then try to connect us with that. We need to make the assessment and then deliver a speech. So it's very important to go through the assessment part in the Toastmasters, and that's what I learned. More than listening skills through any other roles you take, it's also important to go through the objectives. That's very important. So that's how I completed my level 2 with the effective body language as well. Then comes the persuasive speaking. Okay. For people who are taken the newest path, you would have known that there is a speaking with a purpose. You all know what it is, right? There should be a purpose in your speech. There's a general purpose and specific purpose. The general purpose could be informative or entertaining, or it could be inspiring, or it could be persuasive. So the one last skill of persuasive speaking needs more preparation for a speech, so that after I complete this speech, there should be a key takeaway for the audience. So that made me to research on a topic, see what I need to encourage people to do it. So that came to me about, I came out to the message I want to deliver. I'm not going to cover the speech here. So persuasive speaking is part of the level 3. That you learn the skill, the mid-level of the 3rd level. You know how to do that through Toastmasters completion of this project in sequence. And then very importantly is that then comes LFT projects. You know, to select important LFT projects. So those who are going to take the pathways, I really recommend you go through this prior to, even if you're into icebreaker speech, just have a look at all the speech projects you have, so that you might be able to connect it with the other speech projects, whatever you're going to have. So I took two projects of this LFT. It's recommended to have minimum the level was mentioned 2. You can have more than 2 also. But being a typical engineering graduate, I know I only choose only the units I want to select. So I just took only 2 LRT projects. One is content storytelling. So this project helped me understand how good I am at telling a story. So it's already a story which is already done, which I customized for myself and delivered it with the message here. So that's one skill I learned through this speech. And the active listening, for some of you might see think that what is active listening is we're already listening to the speech here. We are part of a tag role. As our counter, we listen. As a grammarian, we listen. Even as evaluator, we listen and evaluate. But this particular project is about active listening is through our table topics master session. So you need to work with your VPE, saying that you're going to be a table topic master. There will be an evaluator for the table topic session. It shows you how much you interact with the table topics speakers, how much you listen to them whenever you are topic, how much you listen to them, get a feedback and have a link to the next speech as well, or give a immediate feedback, appreciative feedback to the table topic speakers. The reason I'm bringing up this here as a storytelling as active listening is that not all the speech projects in this Toastmasters exactly you come and prepare and deliver a speech. Because when you understand this, there are some projects which comes as the way you execute certain projects, you come and speak about the project. It's like there is one project called high performance leadership, where you complete your project, come and deliver a speech on how you are going to. First speech is about planning, the second speech how you accomplish that particular plan. So similarly, this one particular project is about how you do it. So whenever you do a project, please go through the objective, understand how you are going to implement it. Then comes a very important session, the level 4, which really tests your speaking skills. That one is managing a difficult audience. I usually should thank the VP at that time for helping me out doing this project, because we are many times we are in a situation where I deliver a speech in a very tough audience, but unfortunately in my corporate side I never got it. So when I speak, people listen or they sleep at least. They don't interrupt me while speaking. But here there are times where you may get an audience, difficult audience. So this particular project, you have to attend this project. You'll have role players to come and interrupt you in a different ways, asking valid questions, creating trouble in this meeting, going out and in and distracting you from delivering speech. How focused you are in the speech is very important, and definitely VP. I should thank VP that time for helping me out in that particular speech project, because that helps me to evaluate myself how to deliver a speech. And again, this also had a LTs, that is how to online manage my. So whatever WebEx session I conducted, I consider it as a project. So again, it's not a speech I'm coming and delivering it. So then comes the last level 5. See, usually we see the most of the speeches are 5 to 7 minute speech. This is 10 to 12 because I'm reflecting on my part. The reason is it is assumed, it is been understood that a person's listening skill will be up to 7 minutes, so that we have to convey a message within 7 minutes. But there are times where you may have to be a keynote speaker somewhere outside. So that's where this Toastmasters level 5 helps you to be a professional speaker, where we had to deliver a speech for 18 to 20 minutes. I manage myself to deliver a speech. Probably I need to evaluate myself giving the same speech outside this club as well, so that I can enhance my skills. So the elective is one such thing. That's the area, the elective topic I choose is moderate the panel discussion. Again, this is again a challenge I had. Once in a time, there was I had to suddenly pick up a panel discussion. So we had conducted a panel discussion. Then I associated with this project so that I can complete the project. So as I mentioned, it did not be a prepared speech, though I need to prepare for the panel discussion. The topic on the speakers and what is how I'm going to organize my speech is very important as part of it. So with that, I completed my level 5 and successfully, and then I'm here with the post completion last speech, where I'm just reflecting the path. Before winding up, I just want to give a quick learnings from my pathway so that it will help you on it. The first one is please plan your path based on your requirements. Each one have your own goals, so you choose your pathway accordingly and start working out with it. So you need to work with your mentor. Very importantly, attend meetings regularly. So you will listen to more speakers, take up more roles, so that you will have more listening skills. You understand how the speakers are delivering a speech. That will help you a lot. And then, very importantly, as I mentioned, please read through the speech objectives before you start a meeting. Don't assume things. You need to read through the speech objectives, understand the speech objectives, then write a script and work with your mentor. And that mutual trust and respect is what I expected from this Toastmasters. Everyone's time is valuable here. So when you work with your mentor, please make sure he is available and you take the valuable inputs from him. And do not waste others' time. That's what I learned from a mentor. When he is available, I should make myself available. Speech and take up any opportunities you come across, so that you will understand your potential. Speaking is not just the only role you have. You can have an XCOM role and a milestone, and even a speech craft is one speech where if you do participate in speech craft, you can come and deliver your speech as a high performance leadership as well. So with that, I just completing and just letting you know how I came across. I complete my pathways here, and I wishing you all the best whoever is here, who are starting your journey now. Okay, it's a new beginning for me again for another pathway. So I hope everyone goes successful as per your objectives. Thank you and over to you.
Master Lakshmi Narayana. It was wonderful to listen. He had reflected on his path, and I think with this, he's completing his level 5. I mean, he's completing his path. So kudos to Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. By now, you all must have understood that it was not easy for him. It did not come easy to him. He had to put all his efforts and to be consistent in achieving whatever he needs to achieve. And that's how he has reached to this point where he has completed his path successfully. Kudos once again to Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana for completing his path. So that's what, friends, I'm trying to tell you here is the illusion of success can be applied in all areas of life. be it sports, be it businesses, or be it your personal life also. It can be applied everywhere. For instance, take for instance a sportsman. If he's successful, it's again all because of his efforts. Take for instance cricket player Sachin Tendulkar. So it did not come easy to him. He had to put all his efforts to reach to a place where he has reached. So if you have read about his life story, you would have understood that he had to go through a lot of churning in the process. For instance, he had to travel a long distance to attend his coaching classes, and he had to make himself available during all the practice sessions. We learned that once he tried to bunk one of his sessions, and he wanted to go to enjoy a play with his friends, and he was very badly punished by his coach. It so happened that his coach was again present in the same place where he had gone to see, and he was caught red-handed. So basically, for anyone to succeed, they have to undergo a lot of churning, a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment, consistency. Everything comes into the process. Success just doesn't come easy. Same way, take for instance a case of a businessman. If you feel that any businessman has become a successful person over the time, then I think it's very wrong to believe that. It's just not possible that he just lands up one day with one beautiful idea and he creates something big and becomes a successful person. It's what we need to understand is even he would have seen a lot of setbacks. So many obstacles would have come into his way. It's just that he has faced all of that and reached ahead in life. So the same thing applies even to the table topic session also. So if you have to excel as a table topic speaker, because this table topic session is one session where you can develop your impromptu speaking skills. And if you were to excel in this particular point, you need to volunteer and come forward and speak during the table topic sessions. So make yourself available for the table topics. And now that we are having a table topic session, let me hand over the control to Toastmaster Akash, who's eagerly waiting to carry forward the session. So before that, let me tell you all a few words about him. Toastmaster Akash is a mechanical engineer and he's working in L&T, and he's a budding Toastmaster. So welcome him with a big hand of applause.
Hello Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today I am playing a table topic master. The purpose of the table topic is to improve your impromptu speaking. So I have a bag of surprise to you. You are going to come here and going to pick an item that is surprise, I can't say, and you are going to deliver a speech for 1 to 2 minutes. For this, I like to welcome any Toastmaster, Abhilash. Don't wait for the opportunity to come. Create them. Toastmaster Abhilash.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. A very warm good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Don't wait for opportunities to come, but rather create them. I came here today a little late. Believe me, that was the only mistake I probably made, and I became the center of attention sitting there probably. So the Table Topics Master's eyes directly fell on me, and I was called to take up the first table topic. Now, I'm not telling you that I did this incidentally, but today this in essence illustrates what it is, right? I came in and I sat there. Had I not been probably wearing this bright yellow shirt, you would not have noticed me either. So, create opportunities. Now, let us move on, right? See, when a door closes, another door opens is a thing of the past. In the fast-paced world we are in today, this does not work any longer. All of us have to be on our feet constantly thinking And we should not wait for opportunities any longer. Go in there, get them, create some opportunities for yourself. And that is how you are going to succeed. Table topic session in Toastmasters. What better example can I provide? Let me tell you, a few years back when I first came in for my first table topic session, I was stammering a lot. I couldn't even complete the full green light time. But I did not give up. Even then, I would come and repeatedly take up these table topics. Let me tell you, slowly but surely, I got slowly better. I could now talk without passing till the green light. And then moving on, I could reduce my stammering. I could move around little and slowly gain confidence. But this would not have been possible if I was sitting there in that corner silently for these past 3 years. So do not wait for your opportunities. Come up here, grab them, and get them. And that is how you get this chocolate as well. Back to your table topic, Master.
Like Abhilash, you have not here. You have to prove your improper speaking. So I like to welcome any guest.
Hello, Toastmasters. Hello, everybody. I'm sounding a bit nervous. Maybe this is for the first time I'm speaking in the public forum. I'm here to give me that push, that kick, so that this fear, this pause, it shouldn't be there. Thanks to all you guys for after listening to you so much, I'm gaining that confidence. Let me show you my side of it. I'm a very funny guy. I take life more on a humorous way. I don't like things to be very serious. Life is all about fun. It's all about excitement. It's all about thrill. So together we can and we will. So it's just that since all thanks to Mr. Palniswamy, how I got to know about this was a few days back I was in Calcutta. And this my friend's son, I was like, he was into all sort of playing, what do you say, that polo, this thing, and that really made me excited. I said, buddy, I haven't done all these things. Even I wish I could have done it. Then I said, what else you do apart from this? He just used this word Toastmaster. I was like, it was a big surprise to me. I haven't heard of it. I've been born and brought up in Chennai and it's been for a long time. And he was like, I was quite keen to know. He was an 18-year-old guy. He was explaining me things, what Toastmaster is all about. He was like, uncle, there's a session, we'll call you. It's not a public forum or something of that sort. It is like, you just have to give speeches in front of 10, 20 people. And whatever ifs and pause are there, they'll try and correct you. So I was like, okay, fine. Then he sent me the link. After coming here, he sent me the link and I kept following him. That is how, Mr. Palniswamy, thank you so much. I had a word with you. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to come here and to meet you all you guys and have a few words with you. So I hope you guys will help me out, taking that fear out of me that yes, I can and I will. So thanks a bunch. Okay.
Any volunteer? Manoj. Manoj. Please say about this first.
Stone, paper, scissors. Your school memories. Stone, paper, scissors. To be honest with you guys, I never heard or played such kind of a thing during my school days. But recently, for last few years, I have started playing this with my daughter. And believe me, it is such a pain because every time he says a scissor, I'll keep my stone and I lose it. Can you believe this? Growing up in a matriculation school, you play a lot of games, but you never hear such kind of silly game at all.
And I don't even know how the Toastmaster, table topic master picked this topic. Maybe there's a generation gap. And the same generation gap is what I'm facing with my daughter now. With all the silly games, but cute games. And now I got the chocolate for the game that I played with her. I hope this is going to go to my little one. Back to the table topic master. So next, Toastmaster card.
A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Thank you, David Master. So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, once again, back to the stage. The topic is a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. So, let me put it this way. So, whenever you are being a student or being a professional or being a parent, always you used to be face some situation. It is not mean that you are winning or losing. You have to learn from the situation. The reason you always be a beginner at one stage. You always move to the when your ages or experience goes, you will move to the next stage. The later portion of your life, you will move to the next stage. So even every stage, you are learning something. When you are winning in the situation, you are leading the things. When you are losing, you are getting wise and you are just making a good sailor. So when you come to the position where being in some long age, you can able to guide. So whenever you are facing any issues in your childhood or in the intermediate in professional or personal life, so whenever there's issues, don't fed up. Just always try to learn something from the failure, so that it will help you to make you a mentor, a good mentor, not only for your friends, not only for your children's. Maybe some persons like the feel like Toastmasters, when you are just being assigned for when you assign for any mentees, it will help you. Now I'm here, I'm just getting little bit nervous, but I know what I need to talk for this topic. So with this, I'm signing off here. Thanks to our table development. Arthik said, success and failures doesn't matter. The experience is the matter. So any guest, please. Please. Your name, please. Please.
Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Good evening, everybody. I'm not new to Toastmasters, but I did take a break. So I was just thinking whether to come up or not, introduce each other. So maybe this fall 7 times, stand up 8. For me, this I have what do you say? Taking up this coming here, maybe the second step. First step, I did not go through the Toastmaster journey fully. In life, we face a lot of problems. This particular idiom, I think there's an idiom master you are studying, seems to be an idiom where it says that you should not think about the negatives when you take up a task. You should keep on trying. We know that Ghazni Mohammed, when he came to India, attacking India, he failed a lot of times, and I think he conquered India after a lot of failures. So we need to take steps and redo things many times so that we achieve our success.
So next, any online volunteer? So I'd like to welcome Paul Kelvin.
Hello. Hi.
Toastmaster Renuka ma'am.
Yeah, I'm Renuka. Good evening.
So your topic is who is your favorite teacher and why?
Very good evening to all the Toastmasters and the guests today. Uh, my favorite teacher and why he is my favorite teacher, right? So my favorite teacher is Mr. Shiva Bharati, who is a physics teacher in my 12th standard, where even before 12th standard or even till 11th standard, it was a boring subject for me. I hate physics. I don't like science at all. Whereas when I entered into my standard 12, it was one of my most interesting subjects. He made me learn physics very easy. He made me learn also mathematics very easy. And he is the one who loves the children, who really cares for the children, and he also makes the children realize that he is caring for us. So that is the reason. One is because of his teaching, and one is because of his inner care towards the children. So that is the reason why I love my physics teacher. And later, being so, I had a determination when I was doing my 12th standard. I am going to do my higher education in physics. So that was my determination, which happened and which took me till PhD in physics. And now I'm working as a physics lecturer. So being today as a physics lecturer is because of my determination in 12th standard. It happened because of my physics teacher, Shiva Bharati, and this is a time to thank him also. My deepest gratitude to my physics teacher. And thank you for giving me this topic. Thank you. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Renuka ma'am. Paul Kelvin.
Tell me this pen. Okay. 5 rupees. Why? Okay. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So weird topic and very exciting, and I'm wondering what I'm going to tell to sell this pen for 5 rupees. Actually, how much the actual price is? Okay. And pennu vaangaliyo pennu vaangaliyo penne. This won't help. Okay, this pen, I got this topic from, but I fulfilled what that he have given to me. Thank you very much, sir. Light is green now. Okay.
Yes. Mohana. A picture is worth of 1,000 words.
Myself, Mona Priya. I'm going to talk about a picture is worth 1,000 words, and this is my first Toastmasters class. I'm really nervous. So whenever we make presentation in our corporate office, our manager or leaders used to tell us like, put more pictures, graphics so that it will look lucrative and people can understand easily and they don't have to talk a lot. And also what they used to tell us like, they are not going to listen to you for like 15 or 20 minutes. So better more pictures, add more pictures, make it very attractive. Even they don't listen to you, they will see the picture and try to picture what you are trying to say. And I mean, that's the reason whenever you see in a wall or somewhere that foreigners mostly come, they try to add more pictures so that they can easily understand the culture of the country and you know how what's going on or what had happened in the past. So I think that's all. Thank you.
MPs present. Reading everything.
So the topic for the day is what is the next big step you need to take? So actually, I'm coming from a long distance. So I was thinking whether to come for Toastmasters or not. I would like to thank Sami for this support and organization. And actually, I was having my lunch around 1:30. I was thinking whether to go so far from my native, like my place where I'm from, Urapakam, to attending near Egmore. I was to think, and my wife was telling me, why can't you take rest and take a sleep? So I thought, okay, I have a fear of speaking in front of public. And I want to ensure that I should take a next step. And it was one of my resolution in this year. And I should make sure that resolution should be achieved. So I will just tell one example, like my wife was telling me she made a beautiful and I should not say beautiful, it was a tasty curry. And she was telling me you can have the curry, have a good sleep, and you may not catch the train if you start by having the curry and leaving home at that time. So I was still thinking, okay, I want to favor my wife. I said, okay, I'll take the curry. I'll miss the train. Then I took a bus and I was sweating. I came over and to meet all these beautiful gentlemen and the people around me. Thank you. Thank you.
So when I was trying to take this paper out of this chocolate, first of all, I came here to have this chocolate. That's my primary goal. Because whenever there is a table topic session, Palani Swami sir will be next to me and he will be saying, go and speak, go and speak. And I will be standing here and I will be telling something. But today I was looking for the opportunity to speak, and like me, many of them are much more interested in this chocolate and they came up and they spoke. I was like waiting for it. What if the chocolates are out? How I'm going to get it? Because I'm a great fan of this. And now when I was trying to take it and he said, please calm down, please calm down. And when I finally take it, he said that you succeeded. And my topic is also, how do you define success? So success is, according to me, it is something when you feel accomplished, when you feel self-satisfaction is what success is according to me. And Whenever we have this habit of watching some series or dramas, we can have in the very first scene, there will be a CEO entering the office. But yesterday I saw a drama where it is about making a CEO. It took nearly 16 episodes. And that moment I understood success is not something which we can define in a single song, like in how Padayappa, they will be in one song, they will be in a drastic change. It is a step-by-step process. It is not destination, it's a journey. So we need to be patient enough and consistent enough in order to be a successful person. And the failures are just a mirage. So just conquer it. That's it. Thank you.
I'd like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster.
Fixing a wonderful session, table topic session. What's more important is we all have, many of us had chocolate to relish. That's really beautiful of you. I think every week after week, we'll ensure that Toastmaster Akash is a table topic master, and we will ensure he comes with more number of chocolates. Yes, friends. So it's now time for us to move into an evaluation session. But before that, let's understand what do we learn from the theme, today's theme, the illusion of success. The first point that we learn is success is not instant. It just doesn't happen instantly. It doesn't happen over the time. Just like how our Toastmaster Shankari said, like in one song, everything happens. All this can happen only in movies. Like in one song, they get married, they get children, and then the children get married, and everything happens. But this doesn't happen in the real life. Success is not instantaneous. It has to go over. We'll have to put in a lot of hard work if we have to succeed in life. Yes. The next thing we learn is perseverance is important. Now, why do I say perseverance is important? Because once we move forward towards achieving our goals, we will definitely come across a lot of obstacles. We may even face a lot of failures. But what's important is to stay where we are instead of quitting and going back or just giving up. What we need to do is to stay strong so that we achieve our goals. We'll have to step on our failures and ensure that they teach us that we learn something from our failures as we move forward into our goals. The third understanding what we can have over here is to set for ourselves realistic goals. Now, what do I mean by realistic goals? We all come from different walks of life. We are in different areas, and we are also dealing with external environment. So success does not have a definition which is one size fits all. So everything is different for everybody. So once we set for ourselves realistic goals, then we will definitely be able to achieve our goals. But what's more important over here is it's not about just going and reaching our goals or just accomplishing our goals. What is important is, like again, as Toastmaster Shankari had put it across, that we need to enjoy the journey as well. So it is a wonderful journey which we need to enjoy and move forward in our life. Because once we enjoy the journey, it's for sure that whatever experiences that we come across in our life, the obstacles or the failures or the setbacks, they are definitely going to make us more resilient and a stronger person. So it's now time for me to take over to the evaluation session. For this, I will be handing the control to Toastmaster Manisha, who is the general evaluator for today's meeting. You all must be wondering, she was online some time back and then she's suddenly here. Even I was shocked to see her here. Yes, very nice to see you.
Thank you, I'm the Toastmaster of the day. I'll break the mirage for all of you. I'm here, very much here. And even while I was on my way coming to this place, I was still online listening to everything that was going around, because as the general evaluator today, it is my duty to keep an eye on the whole meeting. So trust me, I did not miss a single bit of it. Moving on to evaluations, feedbacks. Feedbacks will never take you backward. Instead, they help you move forward. That is why feedbacks are the most important part of any Toastmasters meeting. Like I told you before, I have two sets of people to help me with this task. Now I'll be introducing the second set of leaders who help me with this feedback. I would like to call upon my evaluators. Evaluators very patiently were hearing each speaker allocated to them. And now, based on their project objectives, they will come forward and give their feedbacks. So Toastmaster Nagendra Bharti, our forgetful Toastmaster Nagendra Bharti, will be evaluated by Toastmaster Nanda. I request Toastmaster Nanda to please come forward and give his feedback for our forgetful Toastmaster Nagendra Bharti.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Before I could forget, let me deliver the evaluation for Toastmaster Nagendra. I like the way he structured the speech with a lot of incidents from his real life, about the incident about his wife and about the Toastmaster journey. This kept me like the speech a little bit interesting. But coming to the actual objective of the speech, the objective of the speech is to engage the audience with humor. I thought his speech was very fast, which means he was adding a lot of humor in the speech, but the humor did not get into me. It did not sink into me. I did not enjoy the humor. Probably the reason because before he could finish the last humor, he was rushing into the next humor. Maybe with a little bit of pauses added, a little bit of like conscious like breaks in the humor, he would have given me more time to observe the humor and enjoy the humor. Because of his fast rate of speech, I thought the humor bits was like overlapping one or the other, not allowing me to fully enjoy the humor. The second part is about the central message. Central message is about forgetting, but he like structured speech a lot of incidents, which is about a single theme of forgetting. But how did he build that particular theme? He did not build it. The different incidents are just hanging over the like central message. There is no connection between the different incidents, which means they did not lead to a logical conclusion or logical movement in the script. So I thought the speech was stagnating a little bit with different incidents hanging here and there, with no actual logical connection or no forward movement towards the conclusion. The other important thing I noticed is that he was talking more about forgetting, which means he was like trying to engage the audience with his own thoughts about how you forget different things in life. That probably is like a good way to do it. But in that process, he should make the audience to engage more, I thought, by asking more questions to the audience, or by like making sure that we get to understand the situation, putting the audience into the situation. Because you are just saying that like I forgot a bike fee, I like took a car key instead. But instead, he could have built up the scene a little bit more. Like me and my wife are planning to go for a marriage. We dressed up beautifully, came down to the parking, took out the key. Oh, it's a bike key. So that build-up is what's missing. Since that build-up is not missing, we couldn't like get into the humor. So you need to slowly build up the humor and drag the audience toward the humor. So that was missing. Since you were like delivering like the bland in a straightforward way, we couldn't like actually get the context of the humor. That's more important when you deliver a humorous speech. The last aspect is about the conclusion. So he just like said about different incidents, but what is the conclusion for the audience? What was the takeaway for the audience? When he left the room, right? I could have like have some conclusion or some takeaway. Okay, Mahendra forget something. What is in it for me as an audience? Maybe he could have like linked the incident a little bit more and build up to a logical conclusion, probably by saying that in life try to plan a little bit more so that you can like avoid these kind of things or something like that. So logically, you could have concluded the speech would have been even more great. Just to summarize, it was a well-delivered speech with lot of incidents from real life, but with little bit more pauses and little bit more like context and build up to the sequences. I'm sure his next speech will be awesome. Over to you, Toshmash. Sorry,
Thank you, Dr. for that very good feedback. I'm sure our forgetful Nagendra Bharti will not forget it. Moving on, our next speaker, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayanan, will be evaluated by Toastmaster Palani Swami. I request you to please come forward. You can have claps.
First of all, congratulations to the speaker, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayanan, for completing the part. So more than his experience about the part, it is a lesson for all of us, particularly for new members, because he covered from the beginning about his first journey of Toastmasters and an abrupt end, then a new beginning at 2020. So this shows that we might face difficulty, but we restart again. So this is a lesson for all of us. And he's covered every aspect from mentor, then to the first speech. He mentioned about the importance of mentor, and particularly about distinguished Toastmaster Venu Neelakantan and his conditions to become a mentee. That actually, I believe every mentor should have such a condition. Only then people will value the role of mentor. So I believe so. Well begin is half done. So this was a lesson for everyone. Go through the objectives of the project, don't Google it and don't get deviated. So this is an important sharing as well as lesson for everyone. Because when we are going for the different leadership style, normally we end up with a mistake. So this is a very, very good thing shared by Toastmaster Lakshminaraina. And most importantly, he ended the speech with learning, because that not only his learning, it is again one more opportunity for us to learn from him. So plan the path, work with the mentor, take the roles, and most importantly, he mentioned the value of the time of your mentor. So wonderful thing. Two recommendations I have to Toastmaster Lakshminaraina. When he spoke about general objective and a specific objective, you could have explained it better. So that I felt one part needs to be improved. And the delivery was probably very fast. If you are slowing down the delivery a bit, it would be even better. So thank you for a wonderful speech. Completion. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster, for that feedback. Moving on, friends, now that we've completed our feedback on speeches, speech evaluations, I would like to now invite my tag team, the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian to present their reports. I will now like to invite Toastmaster Naveen to come forward and read out his timer's reports. It's quite a task to note down time. We can appreciate it.
Toastmaster Paul Kelvin, Sergeant at Arms, time taken 1 minute 43 seconds. Toastmaster Naveen Raj as the presiding officer, time taken 1 minute 25 seconds. And Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Geeta Sharav, overall time taken 10 minutes 30 seconds. And Toastmaster Manisha for the general evaluator introduction, time taken 3 minutes 1 second. And for the tag team objectives, Toastmaster Naveen Raj 1 minute 3 seconds. Toastmaster Rohit 1 minute. Toastmaster Madhu 58 seconds. And for the idiom master, Toastmaster Karthik 2 minutes 1 second. Toastmaster Rohit as the court master, time taken 2 minutes 8 seconds. And for the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati, time taken 6 minutes 59 seconds. Toastmaster Lakshminaraina, time taken 12 minutes 29 seconds. And for the table topic introduction, table topic master, Toastmaster Akash 1 minute. Toastmaster Abhilash 2 minutes 10 seconds. Guest Ajay 2 minutes 30 seconds. Guest Manoj 59 seconds. Toastmaster Karthik 1 minute 55 seconds. Guest Sapabadi 1 minute 21 seconds. Toastmaster Renuka 1 minute 25 seconds. Toastmaster Calvin 1 minute 3 seconds. Guest Mohanapriya 1 minute 5 seconds. Guest Prasanna 1 minute 1 second. Toastmaster Sankari 1 minute 27 seconds. And for the evaluation question, again, general evaluator Toastmaster Manisha, time taken 40 seconds. And Toastmaster Nanda, 3 minutes 27 seconds. Toastmaster Palisami, 2 minutes 50 seconds. With this, I hand over the stage to general evaluator Toastmaster.
Thank you, timer. Before I call upon my counter, I request the timer to read out the names of the qualified prepared speakers. This is again for the audience here, for you to know
that the ballot papers given to you are for you to vote for the best prepared speaker, the best qualified prepared speaker. So timer, please read out the names of the qualified prepared speaker. Thank you. Both the speakers are qualified. You can vote for the best prepared speaker according to you. I also request our timer to read out the names of the qualified table topic speakers. Okay, I'll just help the timer and the TT master. As the names of the qualified speakers are called out, the speaker can just come and just stand in your place and tell the keyword of what topic you spoke on, so that the audience know what they are voting for. Yes, sir. Toastmaster.
Mr. Abhilash.
Call.
Create opportunities.
He spoke on creating opportunities.
Yes. Toastmaster Karthik. Yes. Toastmaster Renuka.
She spoke about her favorite teacher.
Toastmaster Kalli. Taylor Pen. And yes, Mohna Priya. Yes, Prasanna. Dr. Sankari.
Thank you so much, timer. I request everybody to please vote for the best table topic speaker. No worries. So please vote for the best table topic speaker. Moving on, I will now like to invite our counter Toastmaster Rohit to come forward and please break our mirage on our ahs and ums and the pauses that we had in our speeches.
Good evening, everyone. So here's my counter report for today. Starting off with Toastmaster Geeta Shroff ma'am. She has used 3+ times in her speech, overall speech, right from the beginning till the end. And coming to the idiom master speech, Toastmaster Karthik has used once in a speech. And coming to the prepared speakers, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana sir has used 3 times in his speech. And table topic master Toastmaster Akash has used twice in his speech. And coming to the table topic speakers, Toastmaster Renuka ma'am has used 3+ times in her speech, and so twice in her speech. And Toastmaster Paul Calvin has used twice in his speech, and guest Priya has used 3 twice, and the word like once, and guest Prasanna has used like twice in his speech. That's it. That's the report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohit. Toastmaster Rohit had 3+ hours in his speech as he presented his report. Moving on, I will now like to invite our grammarian to please come forward and present his report with us. I'm sorry, she's Toastmaster Madhu. She would be online and she would be presenting her report. Toastmaster Madhu.
Yeah, Manisha. So hi everyone. So grammarian report for the day. As you all know that the word for the day is mirage. So I'm happy to announce that the word has been used more than 5 times across the speakers and the host people. So Manisha has used twice, and Toastmaster Shankari has used once, and Nagendra Bharti sir has used once, and yeah, so the other person has used once. So totally it's almost like 5 times. And going back to the vocabulary part, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati has used the word of accuse, and Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayanan has used the phrase of well begun is half done, and the word enhance. Toastmaster Abhilash has used just get on the feet and grab and get them. So these are the phrases used by Mr. Toastmaster Abhilash. And going back to Shankari, she has used the sayings that success can't be defined in a single song. And the vocabularies like conquer and mirage. And guest for the day, Mohanapriya has used the vocabulary lucrative and attractive. Finally, ends with Toastmaster of the day, Geeta Shroff. She has used so many, interesting vocabularies like resilience, instantaneous, perseverance, and couple of the phrases like one size doesn't fit all, and step into your failure. Thank you. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Madhu, for that detailed report that you presented to us. Now it is time for me to give my report as the General Evaluator. We have all witnessed some wonderful speakers here with us today. I really appreciate them for their speeches, for all the hard work that they have put in their speeches. Thank you so much, prepared speakers. Toastmaster of the day came out with a wonderful theme, illusions, where we had a lot of scope to use the word mirage. That was really nice. Secondly, coming to our Toastmaster PT Master, who had chocolates for all of us. In fact, even I wanted to come forward just for the chocolate. Had I not been the general evaluator, I would have still come forward and done the TT. Wonderful topics. Everybody was able to speak on the topic. So thank you so much for that. Our evaluators, as usual, did a wonderful job. Our first evaluators used the sandwich technique to appreciate a speaker, tell what is not so well done, and give suggestions for that. That's the way that a prepared speaker is motivated to do better. Thank you so much, sir. And our second evaluator also had used a technique wherein he gave the 3 good things that our speaker did and then gave 2 recommendations and summarized overall what could be done in an even better way. Thank you for that also. Every meeting has definitely something of an improvement. So here are my suggestions for improvements. I request the Sergeant at Arms to wait for a speaker to complete his or her speech, only then let a guest go out or come in. The ballots which are passed around can be just passed around within each other instead of us getting up and there is a speaker here. It's a little disturbing. Last but not least, my suggestion is either we have a quote master or an idiom master. We can have more table topics for that, because too much of gyan becomes little, to me, in my opinion, it becomes a bit too much. Overall, I really had a great time in this meeting. I request the general evaluator to make sure that he or she is present for the meeting instead of rushing around and coming over on time. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, Madam Toastmaster Geeta. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manisha, for the wonderful evaluation. So it's now time for us to go in for an induction. Our new members will be inducted shortly. So I invite our induction officer, distinguished Toastmaster Mohana Krishna, and to tell you all a few words about him. He is working as a principal product manager in Norton Livestock Incorporated. And the best part which I would like to tell you all about him is the first member to achieve Pathways Distinguished Toastmasters in District 120. He's an avid traveler and he's traveled to more than about 20 plus countries. And with these few words, I invite Distinguished Toastmaster Mohana Krishnan over the stage.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the day. Good evening, Chennai Toastmasters. How are you all? I'm good. Thank you. Happy to be here. Was here for your age 50th, if I'm not wrong, milestone. So glad to be here again, and thank you so much for the opportunity. I always think and make sure I have to empower the club members. In fact, I did tell a couple of times, let the VP or the VPM do the induction. That's how it needs to be. That they requested Mohan. It will be nice if you can do it. So that's why we are here. So welcome all of you to this new member induction ceremony of Chennai Toastmasters Club. we'll quickly get into what is what. I have a couple of pages to read. And hi to everyone online. Fellow Toastmasters, it is now our duty and privilege to induct 7 new members into the Chennai Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion both for these new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership skills, and we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve their goals. I will now call on our new members. Please withhold your applause until the ceremony is completed. So let me read all these names: Rohit Nandakumar, Shankari, Vishal Haridas, Leander Fernandez, Prabhanjan Balasubramanian, and from online Madhuleka and Kamachi. Can we have you all on stage? Madhu and Kamachi online.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, hi. So I just read these names, so all of your new members are here. You are joining a worldwide organization that has helped millions of people learn to communicate more effectively. As members of Chennai Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Mr. Vice President Education Toastmaster Abhilash, have these new members been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club? Have they been told about how this Toastmaster program works and informed of many benefits they will receive, as well as the obligations of membership, which is basically the orientation program, I believe? Was that? Thank you, Mr. Vice President Education Toastmaster Abhilash, for that. And I also got a chance to talk about the mentors assignment. So I understand all of you have been assigned with the mentors. Can we have the mentors on stage, please? The assigned mentors of this new members. So it'll be Abhilash, Rekha, Abhilash, Lakshminarayanan, Paniswamy, Naveen, Geeta, and Nanda. Mentors, as experienced Toastmasters, you've been asked to help these new members get off a good start. Do you accept the responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from the Toastmasters membership? Thank you so much. New members. Membership in this club and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with many many rewards, yet it is also a place certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently towards your own self-development, evaluate other speeches in spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals, and remain positive. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourself to personal growth, to share the great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmaster Club strong and dynamic. By now, if you know, it's the first club chartered in our district. So I'm going to read this. Basically, it actually asks all of you to read this together, but I'm going to read this for you to make it easy, I would say. So it says I dash, which means I, all of you. Probably you can say each of your name. I'll read the rest of it for you. You want to say I, your name? Online, Kamachi and Leka.
I, Kamachi.
I, Madhuleka.
Yes, thank you. So basically, I, your name, and then in the presence of my fellow members of Chennai Toastmasters Club, make this obligation, as I said, I'm reading on behalf of you to make things easy here, to attend meetings regularly and to prepare fully for each assignment. You should have heard about pathways. Assignment to apply myself to the project outlined in the Toastmasters education program, which is pathways, to participate actively in the club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationship with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters. This is the most important thing, I would say. The reason all of us are here for several years is something that we have learned, and we always want to share to someone else so they get the benefit. Now, thank you so much for that. Now, it's for the club members. All of you have, can we have, yeah, all the members of the club, not the guest. Yeah, all the club members. Okay, yeah, even online. So it again says repeat the pledge, but I'm read that for you. All of us already know, but here is what it says. We, the members of Chennai Toastmasters Club, pledge to support you in your quest for our self-development, to provide you with positive, helpful evaluation, maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. This is what your members are saying to you. You want to say yes? That's pretty much it. So you're all, of course, a part of Chennai Toastmasters, and congratulations and all the best in everything that you're going to do for yourself, to Chennai Toastmasters and to District 120. Thank you so much and all the best. Yeah, we have certificates. So we have Madhuleka, your certificate is here. You would probably get that whenever you get a chance. Same here with Kamachi. And I think Madhusuk is. Banjan is here. There are some empty certificates. Can you just get this? These are not. Vishal Haridas. Toastmaster Rohit on the Toastmaster Prabhanjan. Toastmaster Shankari. Toastmaster Leander Fernandez. Fernandez is not here, right? Can we have all of them stand, take a
picture. So that's all from the new member induction program of Chennai Toastmasters Club. And once again, it has been great to be here once again in Chennai Toastmasters. And all the best. As I said, I don't mind telling it 100 times. New members, this is one of the best investments that you've done to your life. No regrets at all, never. So thank you so much, and I'll give it back to the Toastmaster today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster Krishnan, for beautifully inducting our new members. And I also congratulate all our new members. So this is where I would like to tell you all that this is one platform where all of us have come with, it could be various reasons, but one common goal for all of us is to improve our leadership skills and communication skills. So in order to succeed in this field of Toastmasters, I'm not talking about anything else. In order to succeed in the field of Toastmasters, all we need to do is to show ourselves week after week, regularly, take up the roles and do all the things that are necessary for us to take us to the level of an accomplished speaker or to help you achieve your goals or succeed in your goals. I think with this, I should hand over the control to the Toastmaster Naveen, who is our president.
It's time to get our guest feedback. I would like to welcome the guest, and can you please share how do you feel about this meeting?
Hello, yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for giving us this wonderful opportunity. Initially, I was a bit nervous. Now I've calmed down. I'm a little bit eased. So yeah, it was nice. It was fun interacting with people, getting to know each other, getting the views, the knowledge, what they can pass on. So I'm sure in the coming period, I'm sure I should be here. Initially, before coming here, normally I take a nap. I was in two minds whether should I make it or not, whether it is worth it. I have to go there, listen to these boring subjects. Some might be funny, some might not, some might be serious, and I hate serious topics. So, but I remembered Mr. Palniswamy's WhatsApp that already the members are flowing in. So once you confirm it, please make sure that you are in for the meeting. So once again, thank you for that message. I took it as a priority. I took it as an initiative that this is for me. If I won't push myself for my own sake, nobody. So yeah, thanks for that. Thanks a lot to everyone for this wonderful opportunity. And I'll keep seeing you in coming further weeks. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. This is my first session that I attended today, and I seriously enjoyed myself. It was a lovely platform where I got to know that yes, you can come out from your consciousness to a much more practical approach, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and probably I look further for more sessions. Thank you.
Hey everyone, good evening. This is Shivana. I'm from Tamil Nadu. This is my first session. I got to know this forum from my friend Mona Priya, and I got excited and also a kind of fear I'm having because I'm facing a lot of audience and different from different fields. This is my first stage actually, and I want to develop more, develop my leadership because I'm aiming for next leadership position. Thank you, and please do support me because I'll definitely make a lot of mistakes. Please do support me. Thank you. Thank you for this.
Initially, I was very hesitant to come actually, and because I was looking for Toastmasters Club for last 2 years, most of them I found were online. It's good thing that you people are having it online. That's the first thing I found very useful, and it's going really well, very well organized, and yeah, really nice that you people are doing it offline, and thank you for that. Keep doing that, and don't ever convert it to online. And that's the only that I'm having. Otherwise, it's really good. I'm enjoying. Thank you.
Once again. Actually, as I told during my table topic that I'm not new to Toastmasters, how it started was somewhere in 2018. I wanted to find out a place for my daughter, who is now completed her education and she's doing a master's in US. So I have been an introvert all my life, which I will elaborate during my icebreaker. So I found that there is a club like this, and I visited a few times to the club, and I was really enamored. And I was compelling her, you join, but she didn't join. But ultimately, I joined. So, but for me, it was a little difficult because I had a six day work culture, and even today, to be frank, today also I had to go to office and come back. So I joined the Toastmasters in 2019, and I was seeing people, and I did a few table topics and also few prepared speeches. But I found that I was lagging behind many people because of my commitment. And in 2 years, from 2019 to 2021, I gave only 3 speeches, 3 or 4 prepared speeches. And after it became online, somehow the connect was not there. I dropped. Again, I wanted to join this journey, and past 2-3 weeks, I was just seeing which club to go, and I just found this club, and today I'm here. Hopefully, I will. Yeah. Thank you.
Good evening once again. I'm Prasanna. So I'm actually searching for this club for the last 3 years. I'm trying to join this club for the last 3 years, but unfortunately, due to some personal commitments, I was hesitant to join. So this time, as I said in my session, that I took a step forward and I joined the session. For the past 3 years, I was taking my conventional approach of taking it up in front of the mirror. I used to record my speeches before if I give a formal presentation, and I used to listen to it. And practically speaking, mirrors won't give feedback. So I can just see my face. I can't judge my body language. I can't see whether I'm moving around the stage or whether am I covering the complete topic. Am I going in sequence? I just want my message to be delivered to the audience in an appropriate way. So I was, as I said, I was searching for 3 years. I was doing a lot of conventional methods. There are a lot of applications I used to try. Whenever I go to office during my travel time, I used to wear headset and I will make everyone assume that I'm over a call and I will be giving a speech and I will be recording it. So these are some kind of techniques I followed, which I did not feel that was realizing some good benefits over the years. So this is the right time, and as I see my fellow speakers, I am really interested, and this precious 60 minutes was really. Thank you. Thank you.
You can stand there and.
Good evening to everyone. My name is T. Venkatesan from Arakonam. This section is useful to my careers, and in front of I know communicate very well. Thank you.
First thing first, I'm not a guest. I'm a Toastmasters since 2019. I joined as a member in one of the club in Qatar and still serving as an immediate past president for the term to end.
I reverse migrated back to India just like few months back, and also attended one of the meeting in Chennai Toastmasters Club and also one of the meetings in Chennai Speakers Forum. But still, there are myriad of things that was happening in my mind because of the transition. And now I believe that I have the time and patience and also the energy to continue my Toastmaster journey with Chennai Toastmasters Club, and looking forward for the VP membership. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah. My name is Winston. I'm working TCS like for 6 to 7 years. I'm a little shy in front of speaking, to be frank. I want to break this, that's why I came here. I hope I can do. I thank everyone for giving this opportunity. I'll do my best. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, trying to get the results. So before going to the results, I would like to congratulate the first time role players, Toastmaster Rohit as the court and court master, and as well as our content. And idiom master, Toastmaster Karthik, and Toastmaster table topic master, Toastmaster Akash, and our Grammarian Toastmaster Madhu, who is doing the role players as the first time. Best quote or idiom master goes to our court master, Toastmaster Rohit. Best table topic speaker goes to Toastmaster Sankari. Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Nandakumar. Best role player amongst Toastmaster of the Day, table topic master, and general evaluator goes to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Manisha. Best speaker goes to our Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan. And the best tag player goes to myself. Okay, I will request our IPP. And it's the time to reveal the Toastmaster of the Month awards. So I would like to request our charter member, distinguished Toastmaster Neena Jam ma'am, to the dais. This is for Toastmaster of the Month for January goes to our Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan. And for the February goes to Toastmaster Nandakumar. And it's time to facilitate our pathway completion speaker Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. So I would like to request the members to give the standing ovation for pathway completion. Members and guests, everyone stand up. And it's time to reveal some of the announcements. So we are going to have our area contest on 2nd April through online mode, and our division contest on April 30th. We are planning to conduct our division contest in hybrid mode, and we will announce the details a little later. And we are going to facilitate our milestone meeting with 875, and our charter day we are going to step in 19th year on the Toastmasters fraternity. So we are going to celebrate it on April 22nd, Sunday, on the same venue, same hall, with dinner arrangements. So hope everyone have your mark the dates and be physical at that milestone meeting. We are planning something. So hope you all have the enjoyment on that April 22nd on Saturday celebration. With this, we are came to the official end of the meeting. So I will declare meeting number 870 closed, and we will meet again in the same hall on the next week, Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Let us have the group photo, and we will discuss over the through refreshments. And yes, may please note down SP rupees 200, and for students we are collecting 150 as the guest fee. You can contact our Toastmaster Palnisami Vice President membership through, you can guide us how the process of Toastmasters attending. Let us have the group photo.
Naveen. No. Dictions at all. How do you
Now.